Yeah, good day and compliment, dear esteemed viewer, and welcome to our today's edition of Citizens and Below on ABS Television, Channel 2 for Oka. Citizens and the Law is a program aimed at letting the citizens know their rights, defend their rights, as well as becoming law-abiding citizens. In our today's edition, we are going to look at the road users and the law court too. And supposedly, I supposed to have two gentlemen here in the studio, but I am commencing with Deputy Route Commander Ejem Ufiem, the Staff Officer to Sector Commander, FRLC, Anambra State. And don't forget, the topic is road users and the law. So I rightly have to welcome Ufiem to the studio. Deputy Route Commander Ejem Ufiem, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it is really a pleasure, Ufiem, having you in the studio to get this topic handled very well. The other day in Court 1, it was between the PPR Anambra State and the lawyer. And today I still wish to have a policeman and a member of the road safety corps. A lot of confusion, Ufiem. What is traffic? What is highway? What is pedestrian or who is a pedestrian? By definition, people will know. I want you to begin to drop definition of what highway is, of what traffic is, of what pedestrian is. Then we go deeper.
Thank you so much for that. I don't think there is a confusion in it, so to say.
Yeah.
Because highway is also a road, which we know, and road is a path created on established on a land for the passage of vehicles, passengers, animals, and motorists. And we have three major types of roads. We have the single carriageway, we have the dual or multiple carriageway, and we have the expressway.
Yeah.
And the dual carriageway, the single carriageway, vehicles move in opposite direction.
Yeah.
There is no demarcation to show that this is for the one moving forward and this is the one coming in front of you. It's just open. You can move from your lane to the other lane without any obstruction. Then the multiple carriageway, you have it, there is a demarcation in between. But that demarcation, if you watch, is not all that high. It doesn't restrict a vehicle moving on this way to cross over to the other way. It can easily do that, but you will see that there is a barrier. Yeah. But on the expressway, you find it very difficult to move from this side of the road to the other side of the road because there is a barrier, there is a restriction on it. And you only see it where we have where you have a very fast-moving traffic. And for you to leave this other lane to the other lane, you have to travel for a very long distance. You are not just going to get a U-turn where you move from this side to the other side of the expressway. So what you use to actually differentiate expressway from other roads is that you always see a barrier in between the two roads. And each side may have multiple lanes as well. For instance, we have it between Enugu Onitsha Expressway. You always see a very big barrier that you cannot leave your lane to the other side of the road, except if you get to a well-defined turning where you can turn and negotiate to the other side of the road. So that is what you used to see.
Or if there is something like an accident.
Yeah, in express way, there is, because you always see at times you see pedestrians crossing without observing what they used to or what they need to do on the road. So what I'm just trying to say is that is where we have a very fast moving vehicles on the expressway.
Single carriageway, double carriageway, the expressway. Has this anything to do with Trunk ABC Road?
Where we are looking at Trunk ABC Road, we are looking at the way we talk about the federal road, the one that the federal should maintain, the one that the state should maintain, and that of the local government. But when you look at it that way, it's not really the other, because a federal road can also be a single carriageway.
Okay, Ufiam, let me ask you this in Igbo language because you're an Igbo man. This highway, kawa ife bụ highway n'Igbo, ka m wee jụọ ajụ na-eso ya, njụsị ya n'Oyibo, njụọ ya n'Igbo. Maka ụfọdụ ndị na-ekiri ife anyị na-eme ada n'Oyibo ọfụma, ma fa nwesị ụgbọala.
Ihe bụ highway bụkwa ihe onye ọbụla ma dịka okporo ụzọ. And abịa na okporo ụzọ enwe okporo ụzọ atọ bụ nke pụtara ihe bụ nke anyị nwe. Onwe nke anyị na-akpọ nke ahụ na-ewu single carriageway bụ otu ụzọ. Onwere ihe ịpụta ị ga-ahụkwa na otu ụzọ. Onwere ihe kewara ụzọ ahụ na-abụ. Ịhụ ya na moto na-abịa aka nri na-abịa aka ekpe. Ị ga-esikwa n'aka nri gafee aka ekpe, nwee ihe ga-egbochi gị ime ihe dị ụta. Dewo nke na-abụ nke nwe ụzọ abụọ bụ nke a na-akpọ multiple carriageway. Nke a wụ na mana ị ga-esikwa ụzọ nke a gafee ụzọ nke ọzọ, mana ị ga-ahụrị onwe ihe dị n'etiti na-egosi na ndị a bụ ndị na-aga ihu ndị a bụ ndị na-abịaghị n'ihu. Then nke wụkwanụ expressway bụ nke enwe ihe bụ n'ihe ọgbachi dị n'etiti, ị gaghị esi n'aka nke gị gaa nke onye ọzọ ọ tupu gị ruo ibe ị kwesịrị bụ ibe iwu nyere si na ị ga-esi aka nke a gafee aga nke ọzọ.
Enwe ihe ndị oyibo na-akpọ ịda iwu, kpọọ ya abuse. Highway anụwa ịbịa n'ime Ọka, ife dịka si Unizik Junction wee jebe ike Ọka, ọ dịka ya bụ Achala Road. Ịbịakwa na Ọnịcha, ịbịa n'ime Lantown ebe dị iche iche, ichekwa na Ekwulọbịa, ya bụ ihe eji nwayọọ na-ewu na-aga inwe ike kwọrọ ụgbọala gị na-eje ofu ebe, ịpụta efu na ndị mmadụ ewerego kanopi dowe n'etiti ụzọ. Enwere ike na-agba nkwụ, enwere ike na-eme ihe ndị ọzọ, ịkwa ozu. Ihe ndị a bụsị highway. Maka ndị Igbo na-ege ntị, ụfọdụ mụnwa na-echekwu mgbe oge gara aga, ụfọdụ ka na-eche na highway bụ okporo ụzọ gara Nsụka gawa Enugu gawa Port Harcourt. Mana highway dị na street, ụzọ dị na street ebe ibi, ọkwa highway.
Highway maka ige ntị ihe kwuru ka isi kọwa maka highway.
Ikekwe onye polisi bịa ụlọ ọ bịara n'oge ya esonye nwu anyị ka okwu kene, amarọ mgbe enwere ndị road safety, enwere ihe unu na-eme ka iwu si ihe dị otu adịba, nke a pụta n'ụzọ n'ime street ewere kanopi dọchisi ebe niile, ekwu aka ịchọwazi ebe ọwụzi na isi bịa na ịmara ụzọ etọkiri ebe afọ.
Ịma na ihe na-eme anyị si anyị n'aka. Ka o si anyị n'aka, ịbịakwa nle anyị ihe wụ traffic management a, ọ wụrụ ọsọ ndị nchekwa ma ndị nchekwa ihe akụnụba ma ndị nchekwa ihe mberede n'okporo ụzọ bụ ndị ọ dịrị n'aka. Ọ dị aka onye ọbụla. Ndị bụ ndị na-alụ ụlọ, ọ dịkwa ha aka na ịlụwa ichete na onwe ihe a na-akpọ setback. Ọ bụ irugide ịrụrụ ụlọ rufeta akwa mmiri bịa rụrụ ụlọ ise n'ala nna gị. Ma n'ala nna gị, mana ị na-alụkwanụ ị ga-echeta na mgbe ihe dị otu a ga-eme onwe mgbe ị ga-eme ihe. Ma ka ndị yawa na-anọchikwe n'okporo ụzọ bịa were kanopi dote n'okporo ụzọ, ọ bụ ụsọ nsị nọ n'okporo ụzọ ka ị ga-eji ma na ebe a bụ ụlọ nna gị na ebe a bụ ala nna gị. Enwe ebe dị ka ama, mgbe anyị na-eto anwụ ebe a na-akpọ ama, ebe onye ọbụla ga-apụ ihe ọbụla ị chọrọ ime ebe ahụ. Yọkwa na onwego onye nọchiri ebe ahụ, enweta ebe ụlọ akwụkwọ dịcha ibe primary school na secondary school, ị gaa n'ogige ha ma ihe ị chọrọ ime. Onwe ndị na-emekwa n'ihe nke ha n'ụlọ ụka, ndị bụ ndị na-eme ihe ha na-eme ihe iwu kwadoro. Onwe mgbe iwu sịrị na onye chọwa ime ihe na ọbịa bịa nọchi okporo ụzọ, nke ahụ bụ ihe iwu na-akwadoro.
I think I'm going to dig deeper into this very aspect of blocking the road. At times they said they have obtained the papers from the government. I don't know. I still need to, maybe when Rabiu come, maybe when a lawyer come, you've just made the point that it is not good. And you don't think that government has given them such powers, such authority or permission to go and block the road in the name of celebration or any ceremony.
If you watch very well, even when there is a construction ongoing, at times if the road is a very busy road, you will find out that either the construction company or whoever that wants to close that particular route, in order not to inconvenience travelers, they will go on air some days or some hours before the closure of such route. Or if there is an accident that have closed that route, you will also see the authority concerned will also go on air, trying to let the travelers to know that there is obstruction at so and so place, so that if you have an alternative route. So if I want to just wake up and come and close a particular place which is not of national interest, I don't think the person is doing the right thing.
Well, you are an aspect of law enforcement agents without arms or with arms, I don't know. But then, I don't know. It depends on you working with the police to stop this from going on. It is not a very good situation, my dear esteemed viewer. You see people blocking the road, or you yourself blocking the road. It is very, very unfair. Makandi na ebuchi ife n'ụzọ, tie canopy n'ụzọ, na-eti egwu, enwe bosi na-eje ofu ebe n'Awka. Ụzọ ebe a hotel a na-akpọ Tracy Ede, ịchasị ya gbogo a block ụzọ, na-eme ife. Amorom, the road safety man now is saying that this thing should not be. And probably when I get a lawyer here and ask him the same question, he might tell me that this is equally illegal. Until we come, I am digging deeper and deeper. This is Court 2. We may get to Court 3. ABS, Channel 24, Citizens and the Law, happening here live. And I already have with me here Deputy Route Commander, Ejemu Fiem, Staff Officer to Sector Commander, FRSC, Anambra State. We'll be embarking on a break. We're coming back.
No, 5,000. Now get a fish.
Na 5,000. We're going at 5,000.
The election now, they can go now. No, there now. I'm going to go in with the shop. Can we get what you had? That is the 5,000.
The politician, they can go. He's an allego. You're going to get at 5,000.
Yes.
He'll in 4 years. He'll go for joy. 4 years, he and I go. Yes, you will notice you put on knee, putting with the Dinis. I'm not know where you're doing. Ije will 4 years less good economy anago, good road anago, hospitality anago. Can go ezoku, makebe ezoku. Oti isi wele votu. Obuze no nya anwu ije na lega kita bataze na ochichi. Wo no onwe yo ya alo ke ị ga-eme. Gba mi ị ga-eme. O kita ke ma na ezoku. Onye na ji return iche na ya na alụkwa ya. Echi ibu n'ibu eyi. Onye ọbụla nwala anwale votu ye. Ile votu gị inwe anwale votu gị ilegokwa fuchogo nwụrụkwa anya ka azụ maka na adị ntush.
Yes, it's part of what we are talking about. There is no need you selling your voter's card. You have to be a law-abiding citizen. You have to utilize the voter's card and exercise your franchise. You are still watching Citizens and the Law program on ABS Channel 2 for Oka. Topic we are handling is road users and the law code 2. And with me here in the studio doing justice to the topic is our Deputy Route Commander Jem Ufiem. Ufiem, I want to ask you this very question. Under what condition could a motorist be disqualified or suspended from driving?
Thank you. For instance, if I mean on the highway during our enforcement operations, and you notice that the driver is drunk, definitely at that point you'll be suspended from driving. At that point, the vehicle will be impounded, because allowing such person to continue means you've given him license to go and crash, either to kill himself or kill someone else. So once we notice that the person is drunk, there are also, like now we have started using e-tablet to get offenders or offenses at a point, depending the number you have scored from the offense you've committed. There will be a time, because now we are building a database for traffic offenders. There are times we will not check and find out that you have committed so number of traffic offenses. You will be suspended from driving, or you will be sent back to driving school. Another one too is that if we find out that you are underage, wherever we apprehend you,
Underage or overage?
Underage. I say underage. Underage. At least for you to drive on Nigerian road, you must be up to 18.
I've heard of a man who went to obtain his driver's license. This man was well over 80, about 85 years old. And I said, Daddy, you are too old to be given this license. The man said, Aman Naichikwe. He got annoyed.
No, it's not all about Aman Naichikwe, because this is just like you see kids, the way they behave. And once you are getting old, very old, you start behaving like kids too. There will be a time, your reaction time, your impulse will be very slow. You may see things, but before you react to it, it will be too late for you.
This is impaired vision.
Yes, then we have impaired vision. If you are not seeing, like we ask, more especially commercial drivers, go for eye test. You are not going, wearing glasses does not stop you from driving. Okay, it's just to help you so you don't strain your eyes. Somebody told us some time ago that they were just carrying out free eye tests. They found out that one driver, a school bus driver, was in fact nearly blind. They now asked them, how do you see? How do you say that he uses his senses? You will not know that he's getting to this place. If you see a color, you will not know that this is color, this is this. So what I'm trying to say is that we should once in a while, even your personal drivers, ask them to go for eye tests. Let them check them. How much will it cost them? It's going to save you a lot of inconveniences, your time, your life, your property, and even that of the driver. But whereby you see them, they are going blind, they don't want to wear glasses. No, when you are putting on glasses, it does not mean you are blind. It's just to help you. As you age, your vision, whether you like it or not, will depreciate. Only very few human beings will get to the age of 70 something. You will see them not wearing glasses.
Somebody may be drunk and is denying it. How do you detect such person? A person might be drunk and he tells you
we have our alkalizer that we can use. We ask you to breathe in it. If you do, you know that the permissible level of alcohol in any person or a driver in Nigeria is 0.05. Anything above that, you are drunk. And also too, if you come very close to me and if you talk to me, I can also perceive that you are drunk. Another way to also know whether this person is drunk or not is just have a straight line on the ground and ask him or her to walk through it. You find out that the person, because once you are drunk, your coordination will no longer be there. You find out that that person will not maintain that straight line. You see him struggling to walk on that straight line. It has happened before that while our men were on the road, the passenger, that's where we have this program, we said passengers should speak out. So they noticed what the man was doing, even the way he was overtaken. That they noticed that the man was drunk. Once they get to where we have our patrol, they reported the man. Our team stopped him, noticed that actually the man was drunk. Would they stop the vehicle, ask him not to drive again? We have to volunteer our driver to take them to the base. From the arresting point to our office, the man slept off. We called the company came with another driver. After we reported the incident to them, they came with a different vehicle, carried all the passengers, left the man inside that vehicle under the sun. The man slept for 3 good hours. He didn't know what happened. So if the passenger could not dictate, or if they did not dictate or now speak out, because some people may dictate without saying anything and say, don't worry, let's continue managing, he will get to that point.
So finally, what happened to the man?
What we did to the man?
When he woke up from sleep, you allowed him to go?
Why will we allow him to go? One, he has already been suspended. The company also, because of their own image, they couldn't also allow him to continue with them again. And the other things that follows.
So he wasn't taken to the police station?
No, there are things you take to police station. There are things you report to. That is a traffic offense which he committed.
Okay, dear esteemed viewer, you are watching Citizens and the Law on ABS Television Channel 24, and Ufiem is here doing justice to all the questions. I think we are going to open the lines now. If you want to ask anything, I think Ufiem is well qualified to attend to your questions. Abukwan nature na ya asu Igbo ogere dialogue nwa isu Igbo akara ị ga-ejikwa anyị dị na onyonyo 090-729-729-72090 again 090-729-72090 nke ọzọ 070-627-241 and then line 2. Enwe ife nwere ị ga-ajụ ịkpọ anya ma ya na-aga n'iru. What do you have to say about driving? Okay, that one has been answered under the influence of alcohol. Then what is the program of the road safety, also the police, to checkmate speeding and overspeeding within this period of Christmas? Or the Christmas is fast approaching. People kill themselves on the road a lot. Is there anything the road safety has in place to checkmate all these things from happening and avoid loss of lives?
Yeah, thank you. You know, during this period, there's always a very high volume of traffic, and because of this high volume, of traffic, there's always a friction, and this friction will lead to crashes, which may also result to death or loss of property. And as a lead agency in traffic management, within this period, we intensify our public enlightenment, because you know the problem we do have on the road is because of our attitude. All we need for the road to be safe for everyone is for us to change our attitude. If I need to be here on time, I should know the time it will take me, where I am, and how long will it take me to be here. So I must not, because I want to be here and I'm already late, and I want every other person on the road to give way for me. It doesn't happen that way. And I can also say that because I'm coming here and I have to go to a far place to turn, I will not drive against the flow of traffic. No, it takes self-discipline. Apart from that too, we have started our domesticated public enlightenment, whereby we take the public enlightenment to the doorstep of the road users. We no longer wait and say we are having park rally or we want to do this, we will not invite people. No, said no. Since everybody claims to be busy, let's get to their offices, let's get to their shops and talk to them. The stakeholders too, we are also getting them engaged. We are getting the religious leaders. In fact, we really want to appreciate them in the state. There's no house, any religion house we have knocked that they didn't open their door for us to talk to the congregation. But then, as we are talking, what do you really take in? Because life has no duplicate. If after hearing the gospel according to road safety, what do you normally think about it? Because it only takes a split of a second for the crash to happen. And once that happens, you may not live to tell us the story. So that's why we continue to do too. Then talking about speed, you know, we've launched the speed limiting device, which we have started enforcing, more especially for the commercial drivers. You know, speed is something that even either knowingly or unknowingly, you see yourself driving above the speed you can control or that of your vehicle. So in order to really monitor them, we now have to ask them to fix this device. And the device is something that will regulate the speed you move at a determined speed. For instance, if it's set at 80 kilometers per hour as the maximum, you cannot go above that. As you are getting
the device will be indicating.
The device will be in the vehicle. It controls the fuel that goes to the injector.
What is it called?
Speed limiting device.
But in most cases, some of what you give to people used to be very expensive. And
we are not the one. Federal Road Safety Corps is not in charge of giving that. They have vendors. So it's left for you to go to any vendor and procure anywhere you want to procure. And this speed limiting device also served, in fact, it can also serve as device that you use to monitor your vehicle. It can be a tracking device too, to know where the driver is or where your vehicle is. So if you are talking about that it is expensive, I don't think it's true, and road safety is not in charge of
vendors,
issuing this.
Where can one see these vendors? Where do they stay?
If you go to FRSC website, www.frsc.gov.ng, you will see the speed limiting vendors. If you just click there, it will bring out their names and their addresses. Or you can walk into any road safety office, you will get the list, and the one that is nearer to you, you talk with them.
Do you have idea of the price, the speed limit?
No, it is what is a private driven something. So it's where you get to them, then you talk with them and know how what they are selling.
Okay, can you enumerate on those qualified or not qualified to drive on the highway?
Well, for you to be qualified to drive on the highway, you must be 18 and above. That is one. You must be 18 years and above.
One.
Secondly, you must be licensed to drive.
Yeah.
Because that is the only permission that the government has given to you to use the road. It is not a right, but a privilege, because if you abuse it, the state government has issued that driver license to you, can decide to do what? Withdraw it from you again.
What do you have to say about the cost of changing a driver's license?
Driver license, the cost of driver license is 6,350 naira.
Officially?
What I'm telling you, that is how it is. For 3 years duration of driver license. Then for 5 years lifespan of driver license, it's 10,450 naira. But if you're a fresh candidate, you have to go to accredited driving school to be trained. After you have been trained, you will be issued with a driving school certificate, that which we use to input your data in our data bank and print a form for you. The driver license we have these days is something that even at the comfort of this your office, you can do it. The only time you need to come to Federal Road Safety is when you want to capture. So for you to know whether what I have said is true or not, go and do it by yourself. So that next time you see me, you tell me, Ufian, what you told me that is the cost of driver license is true or is not true.
I may have actually direct some people to your office, because people keep complaining that there are a lot of rigors one undergoes before he gets driving license, ranging from the protocol to the prices.
Which rigorous process? You are coming to obtain a driver's license. You know, driver license, even though it's also a means of identification, the main purpose is license for you to use Nigerian road as a driver. And for you to use the Nigerian road as a driver.
Excuse me. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Your name and location?
Yeah, you are speaking with Chukwufikem.
Chukubike, from where?
I'm in Accra, yes. I'm watching your program.
Okay, Chukubike, go ahead and ask your question.
It's on my driver's license that I did since last year.
Yeah.
I did the no capture type of license for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And up to now, I've been going to road safety, going to tax office. They say it's not out. But when I went last to road safety, they said the thing is in the system. But the card itself is not there. And you know, we use the license not only for driving, we also use it for other things in Nigeria, like banking, traveling, and other things. It's a serious problem to me. It will elapse in the next 5 years. I don't know what to do.
Okay, Chukubike, you have no problem. Ufiem is here to address the question. Ufiem, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, because he said that the license is there. What I really want to advise is that if he should go back to our capturing center, should give them the temporary one that was issued to him. They will use it to track it to know whether the driver license has left our print farm, whether it has been moved to the Board of Internal Revenue, that's a state motor registry,
I hope you are listening.
where he will get it. So he should just go with that number, and he should also be patient with them. You know, all these kind of things, someone may just come and you are talking to somebody, the way I may react to you or answer you may not be the same way. But you know, this is what you want, this is what you want to get. Just meet the head of the driver license center, who will tell you exactly what has happened. And do you know why some people don't have their driver's license? The driver license we are having now is now in our system, whereby if you have gotten a number already and maybe you misplaced it, instead of you trying to find out the previous one which you have done, and you want to do another driver's license number, what will going to happen is that once the system dictates that one person is having two numbers, to hold on to it. So these are some of the issues. Someone may have started and have migrated this present one we are using, and the person have used it, maybe the person was in Lagos, either when he was coming back, the person was in Kaduna, because this displacement of people, and he came down here, he decided to do another one without informing them that I have a previous one. They should help you to trace it, or at least get the number. If you go ahead to process another one, you will capture and you have the temporary one. And you know, after capturing, the system we have one central database at our print farm. But the temporary one will be given to you at where you did your capture. Why the print farm will print the original and send back to the state where you captured. So if at the process, the print farm, the machine is now processing and found out that this person has this earlier on, it will hold on to it. It will not process it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ufiem. I hope, my good friend, you must have gotten the answer to your question. Dear esteemed viewer, you are watching Road Citizens and the Law on ABS Television, Channel 2 for Oka, and the topic is the Road Users and the Law, Cut 2. We are going on break now. Okay, before that, let's take this question. Hello? Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Your name and location?
I'm Mekelunu.
There we go. Hello? Chukubike ka na-akpọ. Hello. Hello. Chukubike ka na-akpọ. Ọ bụrụ na ị na-ege ntị, anyị ama onye na-akpọ n'ebe o si akpọ tupu anyị nụ ife ị na-ekwu. So, dear esteemed viewer, you are watching Road Users and the Law, Cut 2 on ABS Television, Channel 2 for Oka. We are going on break again, and we'll be right back.
Here's a public service announcement. Information on 2018-2019 Anambra Communities Homecoming Festivals and Activities. The Ministry of Diaspora Affairs, Indigenous Artworks, Culture and Tourism is desirous of building a database of dates and planned homecoming activities of all the communities in Anambra State, scheduled for December 2018 and January 2019. Such activities, which include, but are not limited to, Ofala festivals, Iguaro, Mao festivals, cultural pageants, etc., are usually organized by Anambra communities as part of their yearly homecoming activities. The ministry hereby requests the PGs of town unions and all those responsible for organizing these events to submit the names, dates, name of community, and other details to the ministry urgently. Upon submission and collation of the information, the ministry will partner the various communities in promoting their festivals and events to both national and international audiences, thus helping to promote Destination Anambra every December as a month-long entertaining, exciting, social and cultural affair. Support the state government's effort to make Anambra State not only a favorite destination for economic activities, but also a destination for social and cultural activities. For further information, contact 090-819-53537. Announcer Sally Mbanefo, Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Diaspora Affairs, Indigenous Artworks, Culture and Tourism.
Yeah, thank you very much. We are back again. Ofiam, please, I want you to clear the air on this issue of learner's permits, the difference between the learner's permits and the driver's license, and how the learner's permit is now used.
Thank you. That when you talk about learner's permit, as the name sounds, that is the permit that the state has given to you to go and learn, and it should be used as such. You should not substitute learner's permit as a driver's license. It is not a driver's license. It is a permit that has been given to you to go to that driving school to learn how to drive. And when you are driving with learner's permit, you are not allowed to use the expressway. You are not allowed to carry any person. The only person who will be in front or who will be in that car, who should also be in front of that car, is a professional driver who is your instructor. But what do you see these days? You see people that will go and obtain learner's permit in the place of driver's license. It is not. Learner's permit is the permit that has been given to you to go and learn how to drive. And you should use it as such. And when you are talking about driver's license, as we have said earlier on, it is the permit, it is the permission given to you by government to use the road.
Now, this issue of learner's permit brought about a kind of heated argument some other time. If somebody is operating with a learner's permit, even with the person who is a professional driver by the side, and there happens to be a ghastly or fatal accident, who is going to be held responsible?
You know, why you have learner's permit is that it's not that for you to go to the road and kill somebody and you go scot-free because you are using learner's permit. It's not true. It's just to warn other motoring public, other motorists, that this person is a learner. And it's a learner. It's just like if you are talking to somebody who is a learner, you should know how to talk to that person. You should be able to accommodate that person's mistake. So the person should be able to give that vehicle a gap that, this person, instead of matching brake, he will match the throttle now, and then nothing will happen. It's just to show you that this person is vulnerable. So it's not that if you go to the road and do something bad that you will be set free. It's not true.
Okay, there is still you are watching Citizens and the Law on ABS Television Channel 24. Okay, you can still go ahead and ask questions if you have any. You will keep na phone. Joy, if all Joe. Inanya na onyonyo iga for akara geji. But in case you still want me to call out the number 070-627-24192. The other one is 090-729-72090. Okay, we are going ahead. Another question, has the court powers, do they have the powers to endorse or suspend the driver's license?
Well, it depends on what warrants that. You know, I'm not a judge. I'm not going to tell you. Just like at times a judge may come and tell you that, or a court may say, this house is being forfeited, maybe either how you acquired it or whatever. So depending what led the court to even come to interface, or whoever have taken you to court, or maybe you used it wrongly. So that one is left for the court. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a court to say that, yes, this can happen.
Okay, what about this issue of giving out driver's license? Are there conditions or conditionalities? Are there conditions under which one can lose his driver's license?
You know, we have talked about earlier on the suspension of driving.
What about getting the driver's license? What are the conditions for giving one a driver's license?
I've told you, for you to acquire a driver's license, one, you must be up to the age of 18. Not only that you are 18, you come and apply. If you have turned 18 and you are willing to drive, or you want to drive, or I have a word who is up to 18, I want that person to start driving, I will first of all send the person to driving school, and he or she will be trained. After the training, the VIO will also test the person. And the test, one thing we need to understand is that the test may not even be a physical test whereby we say go behind the vehicle, drive. It could be using road signs and markings and ask you to differentiate or tell us the meaning. And if you fail, they may end up not endorsing your form, thereby sending you back to driving school. So you must be up to age of 18. You must be trained by certified driving school. And when we are talking about this certified driving school, is that anyone, whatever you are, the courses you are passing through in Anambra State, will also be same course someone or courses someone in Ogun State will also be learning. That is just the uniformity of this driving school, what we call DSSP, Driving School Standardization Scheme Program.
I just have one question. I've been waiting, but let me just ask you one of them. Plate numbers of vehicles are named mostly in conformity to the names of the states and their local government areas. There are still two other types or more. Plate numbers are named after the states and local governments. There are still other two types or more. Can you give reasons?
One, first of all, is this plate number.
They say the Anambra home for all them.
A plate number are being issued by each state. If you want Anambra plate number, you obtain it from Anambra State. If you want that of Lagos, you obtain it from Lagos. If you want that of Enugu, you go to Enugu. States are responsible of selling their number plates. When we are talking about types of number plates, we have different types. We have the private, we have the commercial, we have the armed forces / paramilitary, We have the fancy, whereby you can decide as you can now put mascot on the plate number.
Yeah.
It's a fancy plate number.
Yeah.
We have diplomatic for the diplomats that are working in Nigeria. They have their
There is this question I would have asked you. You have provided a reasonable answer, but for want of time, the road safety and the police, who has the right to check vehicles, particulars? Is it the function of the police or the road safety?
Do you know, this question always come up. People will come and tell you, you don't have right to do this, you don't have right to do that. One thing people should understand is this. If you want to know the functions of the Federal Road Safety Corps, you go and look at the law that established the Federal Road Safety Corps, so that you will be armed to know whether what they are doing it, or what the law said they should do, they are doing it. If you want to know that of police, you also go and find out. So people should not just come and tell me that it does this and this and this. They should. No. What I'm saying now, no, you go to the law.
You are the law. You are the law.
Go and find out what established the act that established that agency and say this is what this agency will do.
Can you tell us?
And now I also want to tell you something is this.
Yeah.
The police, as you may have it, you can be arrested if you are reasonably suspected. And how will they also determine or dictate who you are? Your name is not written on your forehead. And let us know you are a motorist. They want to know who you are. You say that your name is mascot. They don't even know whether it's true or not. Okay, do you have any ID? You don't have. Do you have your driver license? Can I look at it? You will tell the person you don't have right to look at my driver license. I'm asking you. Or maybe they look at the vehicle paper and it's different from what they are seeing on the driver license.
You are talking. You are now talking from
the. Can you tell us? What I'm trying to say is this.
You are talking from the angle of identification.
If my senior colleague, whom you said earlier on that would have been here, you would have asked him, do you have right? Does your agency have right to do this? You would listen to him. I'm not the one to speak for them.
But of course, I would have gone to the extent
I'm not the one to speak for them.
I would have gone to the extent of prosecution. Do you prosecute?
We don't. If there are things you do, we hand over to the appropriate authority.
And who is the appropriate authority?
We have the police.
Okay, which means even if somebody is not having his vehicle particulars, the police has to still prosecute that person.
If we need to, there are things you do on the road, we also have mobile courts.
Okay.
We have lawyers.
Yeah.
That will take you to court, and whatever the court decide, that is it. Even the ticket we give to you, if you take it there are a number of days. If you don't come, we will be charged to court.
Okay, Ufiem, on the last note, I want you to advise Anambarians and fellow Nigerians on what they should do. We are now in the Jutile period. This is Christmas period. Some people, they just rush and do a lot of things, trying to make both ends meet. These things used to result to accidents. So what advice would you want to give to the viewer there?
The advice I want to give to our viewer is that last year...
Don't be offended. Let's know if this person is going to be brief. Hello.
Hello, I'm Achoma from Omaya.
Who?
Achoma from Omaya.
Ochoma.
Alufo Ochoma from Omaya. Ngagani Ochoma, ask a question.
Buko, I am Chorejo. I put in somebody akwụkwọ o ji wee zụọ moto. The main receipt o ji zụọ moto. Police o kwesịrị ịjụ akwa ya particulars na that receipt a ga-eji mara ma ọ ya nwe moto ma ọ ya nwe moto.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
you. We had a road tax. Any receipt you will close one motor. Good. You need to get your vehicle license. You need to get your insurance. You need to get your road worthiness. That road tax. Or you have particulars of that vehicle. The receipt any like go motor.
That's okay. Time is not on our side. Continue with your advice to the people.
My advice to Anambra is that we should do the right thing. We should behave ourselves. We should change our attitude. We should stop driving against the flow of traffic. Yeah. We should stop parking where we know that our parking will obstruct free flow of traffic.
Okay.
And if you get to any junction and you have any traffic jam or hold up, please again, do not pull away from your lane to the other lane. Because if you do that, you will lock up the entire area. Just maintain your lane. And for those that have form the habit of overloading their vehicle with goods. Please and please again, the goods at Onitsha will never finish today. Neither is it going to finish tomorrow. I don't know, Ogamask, or whether you have planned to finish the goods. So people should learn how to carry their.
You are coming back here. You are coming back here. Another phase of this program or something related to this. So there is Cynthia. Thank you very much. This is it has been Ufiem Jem Ufiem of the Road Safety Corps here in the studio with me in the Citizens and the Law program. We are coming back in with another interesting package of this very program. Jude Mascot to be the presenter. Thank you very much for being part of it.